y'all, hey, it's your girl Sincerely Sin, and we back with another video. But today's video gonna be a little bit different, y'all, because we just gonna watch me go to the laundry mat. But I'm gonna give y'all a story time in the midst. So this story time is basically a story that happened a long time ago. So don't come with your judgment and all that other weird stuff. I was a kid, I was dead ass wrong, and I was dumb. I already take it. So everything you gotta say, I already got it, okay? But now let's get into the story. So when I was younger, y'all, I'm an Aries. Let's start off with that. So when I was younger, I was real, very, very rebellious. Like I did what I wanted to do. And anybody who tried to stand in the way of that, like, yeah, watch out. So me and my mama, needless to say, we clashed a lot during that time. Um, I was always a smart kid. I just was reckless, just doing stuff. So, anyways, here go one of the reckless things I did. So I met this guy during one of the times that me and my mama we got into it. And the guy was older than me, y'all, first of all, okay? And I was like 17 years old, but he was a grown man, like got his own crib car, and he really doing it. So anyways, y'all, one time me and my mama got into it and I ended up meeting him. So I ran into him or whatever, and then we got to talking. I ain't immediately tell him, oh yeah, I'm kicked out, but after a while, I'm like, yeah, me and my mama got into it, shit, I'm letting him know. So at the time I'm about 17 or whatever, but he was honestly he was respectable in a sense, because he was like, he didn't want to do nothing with me like that because I was too young. He said, wait till your 18th birthday. Okay, cool. So we were just really cool or whatever, but we still talking like on some, we trying to move towards some type stuff. So anyways, one day he like, I'm gonna come get you. We gonna go get a room. So I'm like, all right, cool. So we get the room or whatever. We in Dalton at this time, so Dalton, Illinois. So we get the room, y'all. We smoke, we chill, woo, 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 and woo, 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 ain't nothing like that. Like I said, he wasn't on that, and I can honestly say that. But okay, so we get the room, we smoke or whatever, we out the beer. So he was supposed to be going to the restaurant. He was supposed to be going to White Castles to go get me something to eat, but instead I ended up falling asleep. All right, I wake up the next morning bright and early, and the first thing I see, y'all, is my bag sitting in the corner. All my stuff. Now, man, y'all, the day before I left my stuff in the car, so that's already like, okay, red flag. Look to the side of me, he ain't there. Okay, he gone. Duh, it ain't even no need to look for him no more. He gone. So I'm like, okay, cool. That was weird, but all right, whatever. So, I ended up leaving. I went on about my business. Now, we fake kept in contact because, like, after that, I'm just like, okay, you want some weird stuff. But I'm young at that time, so I'm not thinking, like, maybe he got a girl or something. No, I'm not thinking none of that. I'm just like, okay, he a weirdo. So, I fell back off him, but kept him in a corner a little bit, because I ain't gonna lie, I was young and I felt like he had money, like he was the type of dude I was looking for. It ain't had nothing to do with who he was or none of that, because when I got to know this man, when I tell you this motherfucker was nasty, he was nasty, okay? But anyways, so he hit me up or whatever. At this point, I'm still my little sister and her daddy or whatever. I'm still getting some F from my mama or whatever. So the man hit me up when we kicked in there or whatever. Now we kicking it again. So then he like, you can always come stay with me or whatever, but I do gotta tell you something, So I'm like, tell me what? He like, I do got a girl. Like, you got a girl? He like, yeah. I'm like, okay, well, how I'm gonna stay with you if you got a girl? He's like, I told her you was my niece. I said, what? He said, I told her you was my niece. Okay. So I said, you really think this lady gonna believe? I'm like, how did your girlfriend, like, she don't know your people? How she gonna believe that I'm your niece? Like, she ain't really met none of my people like that. Da 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 da. I'm like, okay, cool. So y'all, I don't know why in my bird brain man, I'm like, okay, let's do it. I don't know. I guess it was some type of thrill, living on the edge. I don't know. I don't know what I wanted to happen. But anyways, I'm like, okay, cool. So I get there. The first day she saw me, she was like, because he had told her I was coming days before that. But I ended up coming, this day. So she looking at me like, who are you? So, after we them now almost fought for real, because that was her energy. But he came in, he like, nah, this my niece, the one I was telling you about. So she instantly calmed down. So after that, she took me up under her wing. You feel me? So we was kicking it like heavy. I'm talking about like she got so loose with me to the point she take me around her tricks and everything. You feel me? I'm like, okay, cool. She put me on the stuff. Like she got me. So at this point, y'all, I'm feeling bad because I'm not doing nothing with her man sexually, but at the same time, I am laying up with him, and every time she ain't around, we doing us, working towards us. So I'm like, this is weird. Then I started seeing weird shit he was doing, like not flushing the toilet after shitting. Like that was crazy. Okay, that was crazy. That was crazy. But yeah, that was really happening. So I'm like, yeah, and I'm just leaning more towards her. Like I ain't want to be with her or nothing, but I'm like, I like her vibe. You feel me? So she ended up going out of town, y'all. And after she went out of town, I ended up leaving or whatever. So time went by, I ended up moving on, found me a man or whatever. And I found a man that knew her, y'all. The mans knew her, y'all. They grew up together, knew each other like that. So I'm like, oh my God. And we found this out through Facebook because he like, damn, who our mutual friend. And then he see her name, he like, damn, I'm like, yeah, a little bit, you know? And he like, oh yeah, that's my homie. Woo. I'm like, oh my God. So now I'm hoping that I don't bump into her. Not because I ain't ready to bump, but just simple fact, like, I don't want to bump with her though. Cause it's like, honestly, I did something to her. You feel me? Like, so I'm in the wrong. But at the same time, it's like, I ain't want him to know about all this little wild shit I used to be on. So I'm like, oh my God. So anyways, y'all, time go on. The girl ended up inboxing me, y'all. Like, saying, why I'm just not finding out that you ain't no kin to my baby daddy. I was like, block. I blocked the shit out of her, y'all. I blocked that lady. Like, and if you see this, boo, I am so sorry. I apologize. I was young and dumb. But yes, y'all, I blocked the shit out of her. Cause baby, I don't want to talk about it. You ain't finna come around me, got me bringing up old shit. I ain't talking about it. It's out. It's out. If you ain't catch me then, you ain't catch me. It's a statute of limitation, ain't it? Ain't it? But yeah, y'all, that's just one of my reckless stories. If y'all want to hear more, make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe. Anyways, love.